Good morning, E-Mini. We are back. We're back to trading. Morning, Drew. Morning, Tris. Welcome back, guys. Hope you guys had a good Easter weekend. Ooh, we're falling down. I might actually get something here before the market opens. My cat is going crazy. Dennis! Hey, good morning, Greg. Right, Greg Eason. Yeah. All right, the market is giving me something already. All right, I want to make 10K today. Yeah, man. Let's do it. Let's make that 10G. Did you guys open your Lucid cases? I only got a 45% off. Rip. You got 40% off? Yeah, that's funny. Well, they're saying that I'm gonna get some codes to give away, but we'll see. I haven't gotten anything yet. But that sounds pretty fun. 40%? I mean, AJ keeps saying that 40% off is like pretty rare, but it seems like everybody's saying they got 40% off. But maybe they'll adjust the numbers a bit. So based on what you guys are saying, 45% off is actually a big win then. It's a big W. But I like their idea of like having some like mythic accounts in there that has like a bigger payout cap or something. Like it's a flex account with a bigger profit potential. I feel like that's pretty cool. But it has to be pretty common. Well, not common, but like we gotta start like hearing people using these accounts, right? Because like everyone that I talk to is saying they got 40% off. So far nobody really won big yet. All right, we got about 3 minutes left for this for the market to open. I might actually go long here, and it could be right before the market opens, which is always scary. I'm actually gonna go long below this wick. So if we ever get a retest of that low and then pump back up, I might take advantage of that. Let's see. It really depends where this candle closes. I'm gonna go long 66. Just kidding. I was gonna, but now I'm back to neutral. Morning, Misha. Probably because it was initial drop, so everyone got shit rewards, but still hyped the idea. Yeah, I'm excited about what it's gonna do. Hopefully they, either give it out to everyone often, or they give me like 50 of them and I can just give it out like crazy. Hey, good morning, uh, Gold. Good morning, Kevin. Yeah, so I was gonna go long like right 66.19, but I didn't like this red candle. So right now I'm neutral. The market's open. Looks like we are getting a pump here, but I wouldn't have been tagged anyway, because like my entry was 19. Well, it looks like I don't know. I might go long again here if we stay up here. If we don't reverse. Yeah. I might still go long here. We got semi equal lows here, so maybe it'll come back down, tag me in, do a little bounce. Who knows? Whoa, we're kind of dropping hard right now. Let's see if I'm still gonna go long at 66.19. All right, probably not. I might have to switch directions here. Yeah, what a sell off. Are we really going back up? Wow. What's up, Dennis? I might actually end up going long, but again, my entries could be down here. So it could be just one of those trades that never pan out. Yep, we're pumping up like crazy. Okay. What kind of rejection was that? All right. Looks like my long might have a chance. Unless like we drop down like crazy, I'm gonna go long at 66.19. What? I can't believe we're dropping this much. Yo, what? Just in case we get a bounce here, I might go. We'll see. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a bounce. Never mind. Not going long here. Wow. How many people got burned right there? So I would have gone long at 19, right? We just hit it. Wow, we're getting a bounce, huh? Wow. Dang it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have gone in anyway. That red candle was too much. Yeah, I just hit my TP. If I went in at 66.19, I would have hit my TP right there. But it just wasn't in the card. Let's see if it falls down. And I might go short. Okay, the question is like, if I end up going long now, that's sus. Like, that sounds scary. Because like we already had the bounce. Wow. This is like maximum chop on both sides. this long might still be valid here. Jeez. All right, if we stay up here, I'm gonna go long 66.19. It's gonna really suck trying to catch this if it comes back down, but just gonna follow the plan. All right, going long 66.19. So yeah, I would have made money on this one right here, but this ugly ass candle prevented me from doing it. I can't believe we're going up this much. That is really ugly stuff right there. Kind of showing signs of weakness right here. Are we rolling over? Looks like we're going higher. God, if we fall back down now. Alright, potentially falling back down here. I don't know. Ugly stuff. Yikes. Oh. Oh. I really don't understand this price action. I mean, it looks bullish, but it just keeps selling off at the last second. I think if this candle closes pretty solid. Okay, there we go. Is it gonna sell off again? No, right? Like, we have to be bullish. Yeah, I think we're bullish still. Just taking its time to get up there. Looks bullish to me, yeah. I think it is. But that was some ugly stuff right there. I guess we swept these lows, and then we're going up. It's still struggling though. It's still struggling to push higher. Maybe a choppy range day. Yeah, it is Monday. Not looking good for that sim funded. I took a payout on not too much drawdown left, but I opened another eval and shorted the opening move. Hit my consistency. Oh, nice. All right. That works, man. All right, I might switch over to a new setup here because we ended up going higher on the top of the range. Over 100 point short. Well, if you went short here, then you got in at the right time because, you know, it's dangerous stuff right here. But if you end up passing that eval, then who cares if you're below the funded account, right? You have one lined up right there. I think either way, it's good that you took the payout. Just pay yourself, you know? Yep, we're gonna keep going up here. We're about to hit 10 o'clock. Alright, Greg, I'll see you around. I don't care regardless. I got my ROI, so it keeps me going on the journey. Yeah. Whoa, 10 a.m. craziness. There's your 10 a.m. reversal. I don't know if it's gonna keep going down, but nope, it's gonna go up like crazy. Wow. And it's gonna come back down. Bro, this is messed up. I'm kind of iffy on this setup because I can't tell if this is a valid setup or not. So I'm just gonna sit on the sidelines. All right, let's give away these memberships. That 10 a.m. Yeah, don't mess with 10 a.m. Was it news though? numbers. ISM non-manufacturing PMI. Doesn't sound like anything. Wow. I feel like unless you enter like down here, you'd be chopped to pieces, because if you went long for this, I don't know, if you went long with the breakout, you would have been stopped out. But then if you went long again on this pump, you would have been stopped out again. Sounds crazy. I'm up 105 today, rotating accounts. These conditions are perfect for blow-ups. Yeah, I would not mess with this. Unless you have a plan, I wouldn't mess with this. Be grateful and walk away. Yeah. You're gonna get another chance, man. There's always tomorrow. Wow. 10 a.m. working out today. Obviously, like, who knows what the entry would have been, because like if you went short right at 10 a.m., you probably would have been stopped out. But you know, this wick of like going outside the range and then coming back in, that's the classic 10 a.m. reversal. Maybe my eval profit's gonna wait another 2 minutes, then walk away. Yeah. That is some dump right there. We're revisiting 66.19 again. Let's make sure I'm out of that trade. Yeah, this has to be the ugliest first 2 hours in a pretty long time. I feel like it has never like chopped around this much with such a huge range. That's why I'm happy with performance. I was going for 2 ticks with one mini, hit 105. Very messy conditions. You can easily give it all back. Yeah, that is true, man. I think I want this to sell off with Trump getting pissed at Iran. I don't think markets look stable. Yeah, I mean, at any point, something can happen, right? Like a missile could hit something critical and then the market's going to dump. Probably going to wait for the market to kind of settle down. You know, like I don't mind chop per se, but I don't like chop with such a huge range. That's scary. So I kind of want the market to kind of settle down here. Doesn't Trump talk today at 1 p.m.? I don't know. Isn't he always talking? I feel like he's always talking, at least on social media. Did you see his I'm just going to call it a tweet cuz like truth doesn't really make sense to me, but did you see his tweet about praise to Allah or something? Like something crazy on Easter. 20 minutes, 10:30, I'm done, okay. That was nuts. I didn't think it was real. Yeah. He's he's losing it. God, can you imagine if like a nuke is used somewhere in the Middle East? I feel like the level of fear like before nuke and after nuke is like wildly different because now anything is possible. All right, we're going to go back up. Did you see that the voluntary draft age was raised to 42? Yikes. I'm not out of the woods then. Because I'm definitely younger than 42. Oh, wait, voluntary draft? So it's not, okay. So it's not a draft, like a conscription. Still, the fact that they're accepting 42 is crazy. Yeah. I think if you start accepting 42-year-olds, that means anyone younger than that's gonna go to the front lines, because like 42-year-olds are gonna do the, you know, I don't know, like cooking, like quartermaster stuff. That's what I did in the army. Um, I was the guy that kind of ran the warehouse. And I was like, um, in times of war, my duty is also collecting the corpses, which is kind of a sad deal, but everyone needs to play their role, right? You think it all gets fixed in a few weeks? I don't think we'll ever go back to how it was, honestly. I think at some point in the near future, Trump is going to declare victory and declare that the war is over, but the effects of it and how the world changed after that, I don't think it's going to change for. Yeah, I don't think we're going back. It was for enlisting, not draft. Yeah. Well, that's why I said voluntary draft, which is like, I guess, synonym for enlisting. You're being a negative Nancy, everything will go back. I don't know. But the sad part is, okay, this is what's gonna happen. We're not gonna go back, right? In the midterms, the Democrats are gonna win. They're gonna win in a landslide, and still nothing's gonna change. And that's the sad reality. It's just like the trading industry or prop firm industry. Um, there's no accountability. There's no incentive to stick to what you say, like before you get elected, right? Sure, you might lose your re-election, but as long as you're in the office, there's no incentive to kind of do what you told people that you're gonna do. And for trading, there's no incentive for people to be transparent, because if you sell courses, you make money, and that's good enough incentive to keep doing that. So you gotta align your incentives to have people behave in the way that you want them to. You can't you know virtue signal or talk about morals. That none of that matters. People follow money, and if you put in the right incentives, then you're gonna get the result that you want. I mean, I don't know if there's a solution for that. Being president is one of the least attractive things to run for, regardless. Macro scale, very few people even want to do it, and then finding a good one is even harder. Uh, I guess, but I still wouldn't say that a lot of people don't want to do it because people are attracted to power and legacy, you know? Sure, you might not want to be the president of Vietnam, but the United States of America, I don't know. But I mean, you're right in that I don't want to do it. I mean, I can't do it. But even if I can, I wouldn't. Because to win any kind of political office, you have to lie. You have to kind of, you know, what do you call it? Kind of have to massage the truth, if you know what I mean. And you have to pander to your donors and all that. And I just think the nature of political office is like you have to kind of deceive and you have to kind of lie to get elected. Sure, like there could be people who do what they say they're going to do, but that's rare because you have so many of lobbyists and you have so many other opportunities where you can't really necessarily say those people are bad because they're also looking out for their self-interest and they have their own family, they have their own legacy to look out for. So it's very like instinctual, it's very human nature for them to kind of look out for themselves. So I'm saying the incentives aren't aligned with what's good for the country, if that makes sense. I mean, Trump was the first non-politician who had a chance in a while. Only politicians run for president because of that. Right. But I'm saying because he was a non-politician, that gave him like a buff. Without him doing anything, just from that title alone of being a businessman and never been a politician gave him like a buff, and people like that without really knowing his character, his personality, what he's like. What's good for the country is kind of the whole idea of politics, right? What do you incentivize? It'll just be politics again. I mean, this is never going to happen. I'm talking about like ideal situations. I feel like there should be no lobbying because that makes no sense. Um, the amount of political donation shouldn't be protected under the First Amendment. Like the amount of money that you give someone shouldn't be like your opinion or your view. I think every citizen should have equal voice, and I think only that way then you can like really you can really get something good. After his first term, there was kind of a preview. I mean, I still think, sure, like his first term wasn't ideal, but the Democrats like messed it up so bad under Biden that it wasn't like this crazy thing that Trump got elected again. I think it was definitely feasible and it happened. I also I also predicted that Trump was gonna win against Hillary too, because like we all saw it coming, kind of. The arrogance of the Democrats, thinking that Trump's never gonna win, and kind of making fun of MAGA people and all that. All right, let's see if we get something here. Country is relatively 50-50 on most topics, so true democracy would be rough. Well, I just want the money out of it, the money part. Let's see what happens when you take the money out. But that's never going to happen, right? Because money is number one incentive for every human being. You can take a moral high ground and say, "Oh, like money shouldn't matter," but it does, okay? What do you think would cause World War III? A nuke going off? Like we're pushing these countries to a point where they don't really care what happens. They're like kind of going into like a existential crisis. Either that's Israel or Iran. Pick your country in that area. Money doesn't matter maybe more than people think. It's the thing that makes people get up in the morning, leave their family, and do something for 8 hours that they don't like. Yeah, I mean, that's the basics of it, but people want more. I think it's very scummy for politicians to take lobby money and then insert a bill, in a huge bill that's going to pass, that it's guaranteed to pass, but you kind of sneak it in there just so you can, do something good for the donor. I see no merit in that. I think only China, Russia, and US have the ability to start a World War III. None of them want to as of right now. Yeah. That's true. I think none of them, yeah. But it kind of depends what you define World War III. Because at least at the start of both world wars, it was just European countries, and then it kind of expanded into the U.S. getting involved and fighting in Africa and all that. So, can you define World War II as when Germany invaded Poland, or is it later when the U.S. joined in? Right? Money is essential. It doesn't buy happiness itself, but it buys you access to things that make you happy, so it's essential. Yeah. I mean, we got to guarantee like, hey, like if you're in political office, you get a salary, you get a decent amount of money. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm for that, right? Like we need to give them enough money that they're not tempted by this lobbying money, right? But what's enough? That's different for every person. So that's why I feel like um you need to make lobbying illegal. Hey, Honey Badger, welcome, man. Am I copy trading? Yes, I am copy trading a bunch of accounts right now. Money does buy happiness. I think money buys freedom. And what you do with that freedom is, it could lead to happiness or it could lead to depression. It's kind of up to you. I think like Russia or China would need to try and acquire other countries by force and then the US stepping in for it to be a world war. But honestly, I agree. I don't know how you would characterize it. Yeah. If you're sad that you can't pay your rent, then you get the money to pay your rent. Wouldn't you be happy? You would be happy in that moment. You'd be happy about that section of your life. But that doesn't prevent like a family member from getting cancer or all these other factors, right? Sure, like you'd be happier that you can pay rent, but the next day a family member could get into an accident. What's up, space? So yes, money bought that happiness. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with the fact that money doesn't buy you happiness, but I'm saying it's more nuanced than that. It's not a flat out money does buy you happiness. Money equals happiness. I think it's more nuanced than that. Because like money itself could lead you into a bigger downfall. Let's say let's say you won the lottery, and you know what happens to people who win lotteries, right? Sure, they get kind of immediate happiness of being able to provide and buy stuff, but if you don't control that spending and all these things happen, so it could lead to something worse. Paying bills isn't what makes people happy in life, I'd argue. It makes you content. It makes you content. And it makes you happy in comparison. Relatively, it makes you happier. But I think what's wrong for sure is that for people to say money isn't a factor, it is definitely a factor in every equation. Every equation of human emotions and human behavior, money is a factor. So for you to dismiss that, and you guys, we all know how powerful money can be. It could be the best motivator, it could be the downfall of humans. It's like so big. And for that to be involved in politics is what I have a problem with. Having a few money would make me very happy. I would think so too. If I had a few money, I would be happier. But I just don't think that is the answer to life per se. I think money is like a tool that can be used to make your life better, and a better life can make you more happy, but it's not source of fulfillment for most people. Yeah. Well, I'm saying it could lead to a better life, or it could lead you to more opportunities to screw up your life, aka freedom. You have more freedom. It's not the full answer to life, but it's an important part of the puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying since we know that money is an important part of life, to kind of expect these politicians to not be tempted by money is stupid. We need to acknowledge that these politicians are humans too. They have their own families and they have their own bank account, right? So we need to set up the system so that they are rewarded for what they do, but also kind of discourage them from being tempted by money. That's all I'm saying. Going back to politics. Like we can't put these people on pedestals and expect them to kind of like put a blind eye to money, right? We shouldn't expect that from people. Like give them a fat salary, like $1 million, let's say, to be a representative, but then we ban lobbying. I feel like that would fix a lot of problems. It's not perfect, but we acknowledge that we all want to make money, and we're giving them the money for holding that office, but also they're less incentivized to kind of be tempted by these lobbying groups. But the reason you have to ban lobbying, because like $1 million salary is not the same for every person, right? You're gonna get those greedy people that wants $1 billion while holding office. So we gotta stop them from, kind of abusing the office. Money is the root to all evil. Doesn't mean you take that route, but it can lead to it. Yeah. And we can't generalize everybody because everybody's personality is different. Everybody can break bad with like $100,000 in the bank, right? And another person could be the biggest charity person with $1 billion in the bank. Like the wife of Bill Gates or ex-wife, like she's a good person. Like no matter how much money she has, she's never gonna turn bad. So it really depends on the person itself. Money is not the root of all evil. Your intention with money is. Yeah, I mean, I just don't subscribe to all these like generalized statements. Like money buys you happiness. Money is root of all people. It's all nuanced. But I think if we acknowledge that money is a powerful factor, powerful variable, you know, then we would have a better society. I think people vote, those people that vote and then be involved in politics, they don't want to admit that money is a powerful thing. They think if they think money is something um, important, they're gonna feel icky about it. Like they're gonna feel amoral for thinking that way, which shouldn't be the case. All right, if we go up here, I might get into another setup. All right, we're just like not doing anything here. All right, bathroom break. Be right back. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything before 11. I had a great day today, not gonna lie. Blew the sim. Alright. Well, you still got a payout out of it. So, ROI wise for that account, I'd say you're on the green. Was that the account that you won in the giveaway or no? You have no clue. Okay, that's fine. I was just curious. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's pass that eval. we just hit 11 o'clock. Looks like we're smack dab in the middle of it though, of the range. So not expecting much. Looks like we're just gonna consolidate all day. Hey, what's up, Lano? Slow day, yeah. Went flat for sure. It's a really slow day. We haven't done much since are we back to market open? Pretty much. This was market open, I think. Yeah, we're pretty much back. Sometimes you're gonna get one of these days. I assume we're gonna get some sort of a movement towards the end of the hour because I don't think we're gonna close this tight. This hourly candle seems way too small. So I expect some sort of movement, maybe past 30 minutes. So like 11:30 to 11:45 ish, we could see something. Jeez. I can't believe we're chopping around this much. We're still not at 11:30, so I guess it's expected. We still have 9 more minutes of chop. Trump is expected to talk in a bit, so I'm sure it'll get moving then. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Trump is going to talk soon. Is there a live stream for this? Trump news conference at 1 p.m. Eastern. Oh, yeah, someone else said that today. So it's going to be at 10. 10 my time. So, hour and a half. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just do this until 10 then. My prediction is that the market's going to pump from the expectation that there's going to be some kind of a ceasefire, but I think we're going to sell off towards market close. Looks like we're rolling over, going for the lows. No trades yet. As you can see in my P&L screen right there. Nothing yet. Oh, we're just sitting here all day, all morning. Oh, I need to swap this little promo thing, huh? That 50 is over. Let's do that while I sit here. All right, we hit 11:30 now, so we might see something. Get some action here. I mean, we're closer to the bottom. Moving kind of like Asian market. Yeah, it's not moving at all, honestly. It's been this way for like an hour. All right, it's going back into the middle of the range, so I think I'm gonna head out here, guys. I might have waited if we came down to the lows by now, but it's not happening. We only have 12 minutes. So yeah, a boring market here, but let's see if I get anything late in the afternoon once Trump starts talking. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good luck if you're gonna keep trading, and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. See you, Anthony. Peace out.